Hi, this is Andrew with PandaComputers.com, and welcome to our video series on 12 basic commands every computer user should know. And we've talked about in video number 2 the left mouse button. Now we're going to talk about the right mouse button. Now we want to talk about what this means, and I'm going to go through several examples here. We're going to start on our desktop here with our icons. Now we talked about in video 2 the left mouse button chooses something or double clicks it to open it, okay? So I'm going to choose Dreamweaver here, and now what does the right mouse button do? The right mouse button gives us the ability to be able to find out what options or what things we can do to modify what we just pointed at or chose. Now in this case I did one click to Dreamweaver here, and you see it kind of turns blue and highlights it. Now let me click the right mouse button. Excuse me, I'm having a hard time talking today. And it gives me all the options of what I can do to modify what I'm pointing at. I can either go open, I can compare, I can zip it, I can scan it with antivirus, I can send it to something like an email or whatever it is. Now these options here, send, would be like, say that was a picture or a document or something. I could send it to email. It would open my email program, attach the document, and so on. I can cut that icon, copy and paste. We talked about those. We'll talk about in videos number 5, 6, and 7. I can create a shortcut. I can delete it. I can rename it. I can look at the properties of it. The properties, we'll make a whole video about those. So the right mouse button allows me to modify whatever it is or to find out information about whatever it is. Now this will change slightly depending upon whether you're in a document or you're in a photo or the internet or whatever else. But basically the right mouse button gives us information about whatever it is. It's modifying what can we do to it. Okay, so let's go on the internet and let's do another example here. I'm going to go on the internet here and I'm going to type in the word puppies. Okay, P-U-P-P-Y-S, puppies. Okay, and you get lots of little cute puppies here. I'm going to go over to images here so I get a little bit better mix of puppies, okay, or puppies, P-I-I-S, and we get all kinds of cute puppies here. Now I can go ahead and I can look at this and I can click on it and it's going to give me the photo, okay, or I can right click it and do some stuff with the photos. Now watch what happens when I right click. Do you want to open a link? Because that's on the internet. Open a link, new window. See, they're a little bit different than they were before on our desktop, okay? Cut, copy, paste, add to favorites. Google, SideWiki, which goes to Wikipedia. Email a picture, save this picture. What do you want to do? So let's go ahead and double click on this one here. Left click, 2 clicks. We talked about that in video 2. Here's a little cute desktop picture here. Now, if I want to save this picture, all I got to do is right click, save picture as. It's going to go to my pictures folder here, my pictures, and it says it's a 4 cute puppy wallpaper. It gives me the size. It says it's a picture, and I just do a left click to save it. See how quickly that was? Now, the left click, just like we said, I chose to save. To choose or open is left click. To right click is the properties of that. So we save that. Let's go back and do this one more time with another picture. So let's get, I don't know here. Oh, this big pile of puppies here. I like golden retrievers. They're awesome. Okay, and so I'm going to do the picture here. I'm going to do a right click on the picture. I'm going to say save picture as. Left click because I choose to save the picture, and it's done. So that's what it is. Now it doesn't really matter what we're going to do here. I mean, I can go up here to the URL. I can do a right click and it gives me a few options. I can copy that URL if I want to maybe copy this and put it in an email and say, hey, go look at these cute puppies. They're awesome. The right mouse button tells me what I want to do to that particular thing. Modify it. Read it left to right. Delete it. Copy it. Paste it. See, I have very few options here. The computer knows what options are available for that particular thing. Okay, sorry about the little bit of a pause there. I had another customer come in and pick up a computer. So now that we have our puppies here, let's go ahead and go to our My Documents here and go to our Pictures folder. And here's our puppies. I'm going to show you exactly what we do with our right click here now as well. We're going to go our right click again, and notice we get a bunch of stuff just like we did with our icon. We want to add them to a zip or an archive file. Do we want to scan that file with antivirus? Do we want to put it on our desktop? Set it as it recognizes a picture. Okay, the other options I can do is I can rotate clockwise or edit, copy, print, preview. All these different options I can do with this picture. The way I modify it is all by the right mouse button. Okay. Now if I double click on it with the left mouse button, that starts my default program. We talked about 1 was to choose it, 2 clicks was to activate or open. Well, how do you open a picture, Andrew? If you read some of the other videos on how things work here, what happens is it'll open my default program, the program that either my computer I've picked to say, hey, when I deal with photos, deal with this program. It's called my default. If I double click there, it'll turn around and it'll open that, okay? It'll open that program, and then here's my Paint Shop Pro, and then I can, either crop it or whatever it is, okay? So that's how that works. That's your right mouse button. Now, it works exactly the same with documents, okay? Exactly the same with documents. Let me show you here an example. I was making some quotes the other day, and I'm going to pull up a document here out of my other profile. My computer, here we go, TechMan's documents, and let's just see, let's find any of these things here. Okay, this is a living will thing that I had for my mother. Okay, no big deal, I can explain it easily. Now, when you're talking about documents, let's just take this first one here. We're going to highlight this, okay, and say I wanted to move this. We'll talk more about this in Cut, Copy, Paste. So once again, please watch 5, 6, and 7, those videos. Then when I do a right click on it, it gives me the options of modifying as far as Windows Word or the program I'm using, okay. You've seen as we've done different right clicks that there's been different options. Now since I'm in Word, the right mouse button does the same thing. It gives me options. I can change the size of the text, cut, copy, paste, font, whatever it is, and once again I use a left click to choose any of these options. But the right mouse button once again shows me what modifications I can make to this text, okay. Copy it, paste it, put bullets on it, make a hyperlink out to the internet, look something up, change the styles, translate it to another language, all kinds of things. The right mouse button is there to help you work with your left mouse button to modify and change things, okay? Left mouse button choose or activates anything. I choose this option. I choose this icon. I choose this picture. I double click to open it. I double click. I want to open this picture up in my default picture program, whatever it is. The right is the modifications you can make wherever you're at, whether it's in desktop or internet or Windows. Don't overcomplicate the right and left mouse buttons. Watch these videos. Write some little notes in your little spiral notebook that you should keep by your computer, whatever it is. If you don't understand completely the difference, practice. You can't really hurt anything as long as you don't delete anything. You can't really mess it up. Play with it a little bit. Go to the internet, download a couple of photos, right-click them, modify them, do all the other things you can. With a little bit of practice, you can master left mouse button and right mouse button. It's so much easier to be able to go through when you can understand what the two buttons do. It's not that complicated for most people because there's only really two options. Left to choose, right to modify. This is Andrew with PandaComputers.com. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope it makes your computer use more efficient. Have a great day.